on, everybody? Camera angle's a little messed up, but that's alright. I'm gonna do like an unrehearsed video. I always do unrehearsed videos, that's why they're so lame. But something that's been really bothering me lately, maybe not lately, but it's been bothering me for a long time, and that is the double standard that America has. And the double standard I'm talking about is like freedom of speech versus hate comments and racial comments. It annoys me beyond belief that you know, I mean, I got no problem against black people. I got no problem against you know, Spanish people. I got no problem against Germans, Italians, Swedens. My boy, what's his name? You know, anybody really. I mean, like Jews, Muslims, as long as they're not extremists. I do have a problem with Muslim extremists, but you know, that's another thing. You know, I really don't have a problem with it. You know, we have different views. You know, I don't have a problem with Protestants either. Any kind of faith, really. It's you know, I think that it's your choice, and that's great. And I got no problem with races. You know, I have a lot of black friends. I got a lot of Spanish friends. I got a lot of, you know, I mean, my friends are very diverse, especially growing up in a city. I mean, you meet every kind of person you'll ever want to meet, you know. So, you know, let me just get that right off the bat. I'm not racist at all. I have friends of different ethnicities, of different religions, and I got no problem with that. But where I do have a problem is certain people in, you know, the black and Hispanic communities in particular can say anything they want about white people, and it's not really a big deal, you know. Meanwhile, if a white person, oh, look at it, freaking chickens hanging outside the road. You know, and it's like, oh, it's freedom of speech, you know, like we feel like the white man is, you know, we're still serving them, or we're still underneath them, you know, we're not as good as them yet. And meanwhile, you know, if a white person says any kind of derogatory term towards a black person, it's either, you know, either a hate crime or they're racist. You know, and that really bothers me. And I know a lot of black people that agree with me on this, which is good, because then, you know, I kind of feel a little bit better about my feelings. But you know, and Hispanics and everything, I mean, white people are often called a lot of different names that aren't very nice, and it's just labeled as freedom of speech. But when you know, things turn around and a white person says anything about a different ethnicity, it turns into either a hate crime or something racial. And I find that that's not very cool. I mean, what got me started on this was Obama's little thing about how the cops acted stupidly, which really is ridiculous. You know, it's saying how basically made it a very racial thing when it wasn't. You know, cops get called to the scene and they have a decision to make. I mean, they said that there was two men entering a house, or trying to enter a house, which she thought they were breaking in, you know, and the cops got there. They asked the men to show their ID, and the people were not very, you know, the two guys, which happened to be black, were, you know, very annoyed about that. You know, they're like, we live here, you need to get out. Well, until you identify yourself, the police officer does not need to leave. It's not how it works. You know, what's to say that it's not a burglar and he's like, oh, this is my house? The cops can be like, oh, all right, man, we'll have a good one. No, the cop has to make sure that this person lives at this house, and it's very easy. Hey, officer, I'm taking out my wallet. I'm going to show you my ID. I live here. I hope you have a good day. That's it. But it wasn't handled like that on the gentleman's point of view, or the gentleman's side of the argument, and it turned out to be pretty bad. Guy got arrested or anything for disorderly conduct, I believe it was, and the cops did the right thing. The good thing is that the sergeant on the scene, who actually, I believe he made the arrest, he is like a civil rights activist, man. Like, he's all about, like, you know, he gave CPR to a basketball player, which happened to be black. Can't get much closer than that. You know, certain things that he has done in the community that has helped black people, thank God, because if he didn't, forget about it. It would have been the end of the world. Al Sharpton would have been out here. Jesse Jackson would have been crying. Oh, forget about it. Anyway, so, I mean, thank God that's the way it was. But what really annoyed me was how Obama said that the police officers acted stupidly when he didn't know what was going on. He did not know the entire situation. If he did, then he's an idiot. I'll tell you right now, the guy's a freaking idiot. So I'm going to hope that he didn't know the entire situation. He just assumed what happened, which is still bad. You know, you can't really assume things, especially when you're an important person. You know, then he invited him, the black gentleman who, you know, I can't remember his name now, but he's a professor at Harvard. The white cop who was a sergeant over to the White House for beers. I don't know why, but all right, whatever. So they go over there, and as they're leaving, you can see the video. Obama's strutting his stuff out the door like, yo, what's up, I'm the man. And the cop, who apparently was acting stupidly, is the one who's helping the older man, the professor at Harvard, down the stairs. Well, what does that say right there? That says that obviously Obama doesn't really give a crap about what's going on. The white guy is helping the black guy, and there's no mention of it. It's not on the news. It's not on any media station. No, that's not going to happen. Meanwhile, all the other crap happened. Something that just bugs me. Like, you got to be joking me. Another thing that bothers me is that, like, nowadays, it's when you watch TV. First of all, they're all reality shows, and that just annoys me. Like, I want like regular TV shows, man. There's so many good shows out there that just discontinued. But anyway, so and every show, one, there has to be a gay guy in it or a gay girl in it. Like, I mean, it just has to be. You know, whether or not they're acting gay, there is a gay person on the show. In almost every show that I watch, anyway, any show that I've seen, there's either a guy acting gay or there's a gay guy acting straight or gay. It doesn't really matter. And, you know, whatever. But as soon as you mention anything that has to do with God, the show is discontinued, the show's out. You know, I'll take Eli Stone, for example. Very, very good show. You know, I mean, it incorporates a little bit of God, but it's got good actors and actresses, and it's got a good storyline. But as soon as they start mentioning God, see ya, you're out. Pushing Daisies, that was another show. I mean, I think they mentioned God like 3 or 4 times. Boom, show's gone. I mean, I got like an entire list. But I don't think that just because you're gay or whatever means that you're going straight to hell. I don't really know how that works. I haven't really, quite honestly, done anything with that. But it's funny that the media is so freaking liberal that, you know, you could be gay, no problem, but as soon as you start mentioning God, well, no, you know, because not everybody agrees with God. Well, you know what, quite honestly, not everybody agrees with gay people, you know? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying that I don't agree with it because I don't know, man. I feel like, you know, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, is hanging out with girls, and that's what I believe. I'm not saying that people are wrong for being gay. I'm not saying that they're right for being straight. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, I like girls, and I think that, you know, that's the way it should be. So, what's interesting is how many people out there are going to be offended by this video. You know, how many people are going to be annoyed with me, and how many people are going to be happy with me, because I know that there's a lot of people out there that have been feeling the same things that I've been feeling, and I can't go in like as in depth as I want to because the video is going to be too long. But you know, I mean, I just felt like I had to make something because it's just very irritating what's going on in the world today and how ridiculous America is becoming. And I really hope that we get the chance to do something fast, because if not, I don't even want to think about what's going to happen. So it's going to be interesting to see how many people I lose as subscribers and how many people I gain as subscribers. More likely than not, I feel like I'm going to lose a lot because, I don't know, that's probably what's going to happen. This video might not be politically correct, and that's all that happens in the world today. You have to be politically correct on everything you say, or else you're the freaking devil. ridiculous crap. But anyway, like I said, it's funny that some people are racist and some people are just using freedom of speech, you know? It's interesting how they draw the line. Anyway, guys, hopefully I didn't offend anybody. That's not what this video was about. And hopefully people can post their views, whether or not they agree with me or disagree with me. And why isn't this guy going? There we go. So, you know, I'm open to chat with anybody who wants to. So, just let me know. Alright, till next time, yo. Oh, a nice little bike there. Actually, I don't like that at all.